Would they use Farmville to make this?
Looks like Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah.
Oh my God, beautiful!
Can we not build these things, please? I'm going to list for you 4 cities. Jerusalem, not the way you think. Athens, Rome, and London. What do you think these 4 cities really mean?
Islam.
What does it mean to you? No, not Islam, though London makes a run for it. Today, we are being colonized by people from incompatible cultures that are not at all interested in being American. They're not interested in what made this country great. This is not about skin color. This is not about bathing preferences. This is not about pooping in voting line preferences.
Actually, it's
maybe
a little bit about that.
Okay,
yeah,
so
it's a little bit about the last 2 things too. Yeah,
it's not about a race of people is inferior because of X. That's not it at all. And I think that's where you lose the argument. I think it's about cultures that do not align. I think it's about a fundamental misunderstanding of what it meant to come to this country, to be a part of this experiment of the brightest, most prosperous, most land of opportunity place that you could find on the planet. And we've lost that. We'll get to some people who had comments about that over the centuries of this country. But before we go into what I think will really aggravate many of you, make sure that if you are not a member of Rumble Premium, click that button right here to sign up. $99 annually or $9.99 per month, and you get all of the additional content that is offered from Rumble Premium, plus this show, additional 1 hour of show every single day. And also, ad-free experience. It's a fantastic deal. You get $99 a year. You get the mug. If not, try it for a month and let us know what you think. Give us a shot to earn your business. But in North Carolina and many other places, I don't know, maybe comment below and tell me, are you seeing stuff pop up in your neighborhoods and places around you, different cultural buildings or fairs or movements that maybe weren't there 5-10 years ago? Again, this is a culture thing. This is not a skin color thing, so don't be moronic and reduce it to that. It's a culture thing. In North Carolina, Indians are now building the world's tallest monument of Murugan, Hindu god of war. Would they use Farmville to make this?
Looks like Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah.
Oh my God, beautiful!
And we'll come back to that. But the Jews did buy the plot of land next door, and they have real big plans.
Oh, great!
Do me a favor, Tim. Can you play that last little, just
sure
the
can.
last few seconds, please?
You just want to see that?
Listen. Hear me out. Why would you bring the Indians' natural predator so close to your god statue of war guy, whatever, this entire plot? Why would you do that and then point it out? Because what is the parking lot on the other side of the railroad tracks? And this is like a test of piety? You have to be able to cross it without getting pummeled by a train? I just thought that was hilarious.
Is that statue in water? Is that what that is? Or is that like a field?
It's a field with a hill, and
It's a hill.
I think it means they're going to war with their own people.
Listen. Bombing on American soil is frowned upon, and you shouldn't do it. But can we not build these things, please? That would be fantastic. Here are some excerpts from, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, and more importantly, I don't care. The Murugan Temple About Us page. Our vision is to build a landmark to bring unique spiritual, cultural, and language experience representing the world Tamils. Language is the bridge to connecting our generation to the next generation and preserving our identity and culture. The people of the world should know the Tamil language. The people of the world should understand Tamil culture.
Why?
What the hell's Tamil language?
Yeah, give me a good reason why. I don't even know what it is.
Just make your tourism better and we'll go there and chat.
Yeah. Yeah. How about you get all the crap and trash out of the rivers and maybe we'll go see you.
Just as long as the statue says, "Thank you, come again," when you leave. I'm fine with all of it, I guess. No.
If you guys can stop having cow dung orgies, maybe we'll go visit your country.
Fine. You're allowed to have the opinion that the people of the world should know the Tamil language and that the people of the world should understand the Tamil culture. I don't care about your opinion on that in the United States of America.
Also, what,
Go make a movie.
Like, why? This is the greatest civilization that's ever lived on this earth. Why do we need to learn about your crappy one?
Yeah, I don't want to do any of this.
We've seen Slumdog Millionaire, and that's enough.
We get it.
Cool.
I've watched some
That's not for
podcasts.
me.
Not liking what I'm seeing. By the way, the Asian population in North Carolina since 1990 has boomed from about 50,000 then to about 300,000 or more now. And Indians are over 1/3 of the foreign-born Asians in North Carolina, just in case you didn't realize they were considered Asian.
It's Carolina, tells California, no thank you.
They let us poop.
Why do they love Carolina so much? What's up with that?
I don't know.
The big NASCAR
honestly.
fans in India? What's going on?
Probably so. They love
What's the
fast
Carolina?
cars.
They like the Nashville barbecue.
Yeah.
Not Nashville. Sorry, Carolina.
Carolina barbecue.
A
Carolina
lot
bar-
of rivers to throw your trash into.
Oh, that's it. It's like their natural.
They like hot food.
trash
so
receptacle.
Carolina Reapers. So,
Reapers.
There you go. I guess maybe I'm not Ghost Pepper fans. But look, on a serious note, they don't share our values, guys. If you do, fantastic. We're friends. Become American. I'll help you. If you don't, you do crap like that. I'm just not for it. If that makes me a racist, so be it. I'm not, but so be it. I don't care at this point. 70% of foreign-born Indians entered the country after 2000. Wonder why? 82% say the U.S. needs stricter gun laws.
Oh, go eat your ass.
82% say the United States needs stricter gun laws. 71% of Indian citizens say that chain migration should be easier. Easier.
They also said that chain smoking should be easier, but
true.
we're not going to listen to that either.
Actually, I would highly support that for obvious later reasons.
I don't know. I think they've evolved. I think the Indians I've never heard of, this poor man, Sanjit Gupta, died of lung cancer. I've never heard those words before.
One
They
can
just smoke so much that it doesn't matter.
It is very true. Some cultures smoke a lot, and maybe they stay thin because it's an appetite suppressant, and it gives them a lot of energy to do
I don't know.
complex tasks. I
Makes
don't
them
know.
immune
Maybe
to
it wasn't
cold
all bad.
replacement.
I think it was, but we'll see. But this is systemic. This is this labor mobility issue. So for years, India has worked to export their excess population to work abroad. That has been a part of their game plan. Go into these other countries and work abroad. For those of you, I want you for a second to take off your pro or anti-Israel hat. Take it and put it to the side. One of the major problems that people have with how the formation of the state of Israel happened and how the power of Jews has been kind of used is that it's been too effective. They feel like they've had over-representation, that they've either done it through blackmail, through paying people off, through having legitimate grievances that they've leveraged to make sure that people understand their cause and are more supportive. And they're thinking, they've gone to these major places around the world and they've ingrained themselves into the financial and political system in such a way that it really tilts the scales in their favor. Okay, what do you think India is doing right now? They're exporting their excess population to work abroad. In these different... London... If India and Pakistan go to war, there will be war in London between the Indians and Pakis. I can say it. I'm not from England. And it's accelerating. Today, This is according to the New York Times. Today, across the Indian government and business sector, a movement is gaining steam to begin exporting more workers. The idea, which economists call labor mobility, is to connect young Indians to companies in places with shrinking populations where labor shortages are holding back growth. Read that as, we want to export our population? They would say no if it was just a straight up fight for competition. Oh, but because they may have less than they need right now, we're going to target these areas because they're most likely going to say yes to something they would normally say no to because of this immediate problem. And they've signed migration and labor mobility agreements with more than 20 countries, including the UK, Austria, Australia, France, Germany, Taiwan, and surprise the hell out of me, Japan. I want the final ding, Billy.
I don't know how long that's gonna last.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think the Japanese are going to put up with that for too long. I'm certainly a little surprised by the Taiwanese, but maybe not. Maybe they're a little bit more, open to that kind of thing. We'll see. I hope the racism in Japan does them a solid on this one, though. So here's a claim. These are just temporary visas. Well, the truth is that's not how the Indians view it. Aradana David, 18, initially became, again, according to the New York Times, interested in Japan via anime and YouTube influencers. Like her classmates, Miss David, intends to apply for a temporary visa, but like many of them, she doesn't like to think about her stay in Japan as temporary. Beside healthcare work, she said, I want to make a YouTube channel there and post video as a side hustle. They're not viewing it the same way that we are. And certainly cultures like Japan that are basically successful as a monolith, like they're kind of a singular culture, they probably won't like the results of this. I know we've seen recent issues that they've dealt with what was it, the Afghanis that were coming in there, or somebody, I can't remember who it was from the Middle East. People were trying to convert. We had a video. They spent millions of dollars. They got one person.
That was from Iran, I believe.
Was it Iran? I don't know why you're doing that. I don't know why you're bringing people. Listen, I understand. I don't hate anybody for the color of their skin or the country of their origin. I just don't think our cultures align. I don't think their culture is going to align with Japanese culture. And that's a problem. Again, I will get to some quotes. I looked this up earlier because I was like, man, certainly some people earlier on, presidents, people that were prominent in the United States that figured prominently in our history as kind of these Americans that we would look to, imperfect as they may be, as people who wanted to preserve what we have here. Certainly they talked about this. Shocker, they did at length, many of them. And today, if they said it, they'd be racists in this culture. But the result that we have, and this is a warning to places like Japan, is that we have an unrecognizable America that doesn't look anything like it did 10, 15, 20, certainly 30 years ago. Not because there's people that are brown, again, just to dispel that stupid argument that I know that I'll get for this, but because it doesn't look and feel like America, just like these clips from North Texas neighborhoods and Costco's. Remember when this made the rounds?
I mean, it looks like a nice neighborhood. I think the HOA would prohibit, blocking the street.
Well, guess who's the HOA president?
Oh, yeah. They're probably out there banging their dumb drums. They complained about that, too.
Yeah. Every single place you go. I don't know where this Costco is, but...
I wonder why Costco smells like armpits now.
Yeah.
No sense of personal space from any of them.
No.
Oh, never, dude. They'll just push their cart right into you.
Yeah. No, and then you'll be online. No, they'll be like right on your ass, like 1 inch from the back of your head, and that pisses me off to no end.
Oh, you should tell them. I do.
Happens. Yeah.
I curse.
Get away.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what race you are.
I back up.
Anybody.
You can get this.
Give me a white person.
White,
this is my
black,
whole point.
Indian, Asian, you can get this.
If you're a white person from some European country and you come here and have no desire, like if you're from France and you want to come and smoke cigarettes wearing a beret, eating bread at 10 a.m., fine, I get it, but that's not American. It's cool. I did it on vacation too.
Yeah, you guys, did you know this? When you're in Costco, you can just do this. You can just, if somebody's staring at your kids, you can just go, hey, do you want to have sex with my child? You can do that.
Wow.
Yeah, you can do that.
What'd they say?
They leave.
That's a good idea.
You can do that.
Multiculturalism
it's not illegal.
At its finest. And here are some other examples of multiculturalism. Colonizing is a good word to use because that's really what's happening. colonizing our country. The Muslim call to prayer broadcast in the cities of the U.S.
The city of Minneapolis changed its noise ordinance, now allowing the Islamic call to prayer to be broadcast from speakers year-round,
remember to smile when you report on this?
5 times a day. It is a first for a major U.S. city.
Oh, boy.
She's really happy about
it. Yeah, that's how I want to wake up. I want to wake up like I'm back at war.
That's 5 a.m. to somewhere in the 5 o'clock hour a.m.
Why didn't Sesame Street do a bit about this with Oscar the Grouch?
Muslim call to prayer 5 to 6 times daily, starting in the 5-ish hour. Look at that, 5:18 a.m.
What a pathetic culture
6:48 a.m.
that you need the whole city to broadcast a song so that you know it's time to pray.
It's just
why don't you just handle your own religion in your own house, dude? Why don't you just have a watch? Oh, shoot. Better yet, the times weren't even times. They're based on things that happen in the day, like sunrise and sunset. Just use your eyeballs. Look, oh, wow, it's the sun is setting. Time to pray in peace.
I see the Jews doing it. Hey, Sabbath! Hey, Sabbath! You know, it's like one of those things that just kind of repeats when the sun goes down. I'm sorry, that's just not America. That is, listen, I understand that you have the freedom to practice your religion. Fantastic. This is not like church bells that have existed in this country and across the world.
But church bells aren't a call for you to go pray.
No, it's
and
telling you the
to God.
time most of the time.
It's literally that.
Now,
it literally comes from the church being the only place that could afford to have a clock.
Yes.
And let you know what time it was.
It's a different thing. Now, yeah, at some points they would ring the bells to let you know that service was starting at a certain point in town.
Sure, yeah,
fine.
Sure.
We're a Christian nation. I understand you have the right to practice your religion, but that does not mean that we are not a Christian nation.
That service bell isn't going off at 5 a.m.
No, not at all. I don't understand why people put up with this in their communities, but there are other things, little things that maybe don't bother you as much as other, maybe like bilingual signage or something like that. I get it when you have a lot of travelers, but yeah, I want to see Arabic nowhere in the United States. Zero
it's conditioning,
places.
Man.
I don't want it anywhere. Segregated master plan communities like the Epic community in Texas. Thank God they put a stop to that, or at least are trying to. And then the city of Dearborn even publishes bilingual magazines in Arabic. Arabic. How about don't? How about we just don't do that? How about we don't celebrate Diwali or whatever the hell it's called in the White House, which if I'm not mistaken, if somebody out there knows this, if you're watching right now and you're hate watching because I'm saying something that you don't like about Indian people or people from Islamic countries, cultures that don't align with ours, and people that come here not to assimilate, but to just take advantage of the system and what we've built, I'm fine with this. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought that the 5 days or so of Diwali we're celebrating different kind of figures within Hindu and Indian culture and the gods that were celebrated on each one of those days. And so when you light a candle, it's not like, hey, peace, hope, and love. It's a God is being celebrated on this day in the Oval Office, and it's not Christian. You cool with that? I'm not sure most people understood what was happening then. Why did we feel the need to do that? Even if maybe there's a little wiggle room, why did we feel the need to do it? And look, I would gladly be neighbors with Dinesh D'Souza tomorrow. I don't agree with him on everything, but one thing I know about him, he is an American, and he is pushing to save America, not make it something that it is not. We disagree on some big issues. That's fine. We don't disagree on America staying American. That is a huge difference from people coming over having zero incentive, motivation, or desire to become American. And I don't think we should put up with it from anybody that comes into this country. I don't care how brilliant you are. I don't care how much the H-1B system says you can come over. If you can't pass these markers of wanting to become American, flying that flag in pride because thank God you got here from wherever it is, whatever hellscape you came from. And I say hellscape because everywhere else, compared to here, is a hellscape. There is freedom here. But it was not created by Indians. It was not created by Islamists. It wasn't created by all of these 300 million gods and the godless culture that it produced. It was created by God-fearing Christian men who had no guarantee of success or hope of life. And they put it all on the line and came here. And the people that followed them did the exact same thing to tame the West, to build cities, to build a culture that has been a beacon for the world. Flawed though our interactions can be at times, the world is a better place because of America. I cannot say that it is a better place because of Islam or because of India. Go make those countries a better place so that they too can be a light to the world. And until you do, don't come here and try to make us them. And American leaders have been warning about this for centuries. As I said earlier, Teddy Roosevelt, 1907. Here's a quote. In the first place, we should insist that if the immigrant who comes here in good faith becomes an American and assimilates himself to us, he shall be treated on an exact equality with everyone else. For it is an outrage to discriminate against any such man because of creed or birthplace or origin. But this is predicated upon the person's becoming in every facet an American and nothing but an American. There can be no divided allegiance here. Any man who says he is an American but something else also isn't an American at all. Nailed it.
That's a great quote.
Foreign leaders also understand this. In the present day, Lee Kuan Yew, quote from
Lee Kuan Me?
Lee Kuan, no, not Josh. Here's the quote. Multiculturalism will destroy America. There is a danger that large numbers of Mexicans and others will continue to come to the U.S. and spread their culture across the whole of the country. If they breed faster than the white Anglo-Saxon Protestants and are living with them, whose culture will prevail. They will change each other, but it would be sad for American culture to be changed even partially. They got it. They get it now. These are the kinds of things that we have understood as a nation forever, until it seems recently. And unlike the left thinks about colonialism in kind of a past tense, like colonialism is what these nations have done, this colonialism right now is really just erasing Americanism. And there's nothing wrong with asking why. Why do we have this? And why do we need this in our culture? We do not want your culture to be our culture. If you want to come and be a part of our culture and help push our culture forward, fantastic. Come do it. We will all link arms and have reasonable numbers of people coming into this country that can be assimilated, but not mass immigration of people who have no desire to do anything like become American. It's time that this stops. And it's time that we all vote in a way that shows that this is a priority and speak about this in a way that is loving and firm, that's not racist, but certainly calls out truth and says, listen, we are not allowed to go any further, because if we do, we cease to become Americans and we will just become whatever culture decides to colonize us first and fastest. Maybe it's India, maybe it's Islam, maybe it's something else we haven't even thought about yet, or a combination of all. I don't want any of it. I want us to stay American. And I think there's other people that weighed in about this pretty nicely. Grover Cleveland, 1886. Here's a quote. In opening our vast domain to alien elements, the purpose of our lawgivers was to invite assimilation and not to provide an arena for endless antagonism. The paramount duty of maintaining public order and defending the interests of our own people may require the adoption of measures of restriction, but they should not tolerate the oppression of individuals of a special race. You see that? Not racism. Protecting culture, protecting Americans, not racism. Drawing a hard line on assimilation. Benjamin Harrison, 1889. Here's the quote. The privileges of American citizenship are so great and its duties so grave that we may well insist upon a good knowledge of every person applying for citizenship and a good knowledge by him of our institutions. We should not cease to be hospitable to immigration, but we should cease to be careless as to the character of it. There are men of all races, even the best, whose coming is necessarily a burden upon our public revenues or a threat to social order. These should be identified and excluded. Does that sound extreme to anybody? No. It sounds inspiring to me. It makes me proud to be an American where we want to preserve what we have made because it is the best that has ever been made in this world. And we want you to come and be a part of it. If you come the right way and we allow you to come into this country, join us. Don't try to change us, because if you do, you're going to get a fight. I don't want that. I want you to do it the right way. But don't come here unless you want to be a part of who we are. That's how we have to deal with this. Stop talking about skin color. Start talking about culture. It is the way that we win. And I know a number of people have died, apparently recently. Today, we had a close personal friend of Mr. President,
right.
Dick Cheney, died over here. Really sorry.
Our close and personal friend.
Yeah.
Mr. Dick Daddy Cheney.
Wait, is that like a personal nickname, sir, that you had?
Yeah, I used to call him Daddy because tell me what to do.
Yeah, but no, I just meant the order of it.
Kiss me on my cheek.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Sometimes just spank my bottom if I didn't do the right thing.
It's the order in which you said the daddy. Can you say it again, sir, as though it were a middle name?
Oh, no, I'm not feeling it anymore. Sorry. See, it comes and goes.
Okay, well.
It's like a poop that you think is a fart. And you try to push it out. You say, no, that's a poop. I can't do that. So you pull it back in, then it comes back, and you accidentally let it go, and turns out it was a fart.
Can we get back to Dick?
Yeah.
Cheney?
You can do all the dick you want.
We're clipping.
I figured you were.
I'm like trying to stay character and also like, did you guys all just hear he said, can we get back to Dick?
Hold on. Y'all heard that, right?
Oh, man. Can't wait for Billy to remix that into a run-through song, which we haven't shared with the audience, but one day we will.
I'm a president for all Americans, whether they like vaginas or dicks.
Okay.
It doesn't matter to me. As a great man once said, any hole will do.
Any hole will do. A great man indeed, but that is not what I meant. And Dick Cheney died. I'm sad to see it. I guess he's dead. Okay.
Are you
moving
really
on?
Sad?
There's he was
somewhere 150,000 contractors just all unanimously started crying.
Yeah, he's over 80, so it's less sad. We've talked about this.
Oh my gosh, I shouldn't make jokes.
The UK's richest man
was he hunting?
Person. Yeah, no, he took a friend hunting, and accidents happen.
Sorry, that's inappropriate of me, and
it's not.
You're right. I shouldn't make fun of neocons after they die.
Right, people that let us. I mean, there are a number of people that we've talked to recently, that won't be shedding any tears. So the UK's richest person has died, and no, it's not one of the many famous people from the UK that you would think would be the richest person, not Richard Branson, J.K. Rowling. David Beckham, he's still bending it apparently, and ex-Prince Andrew. I have to say ex-Prince. His quintessentially British name is Gopi Chand Hinduja.
Gopi Chand Hinduja.
Gopi Chand Hinduja has died in the UK. He was born in Tehran, Iran. He was educated in Mumbai. And Gopi Chand and family's net worth was $45 billion.
The UK's richest guy's only worth $45 billion?
Okay, listen, we'll get to that. Everything, here's a quote from the family motto, everything belongs to everyone and nothing belongs to anyone other than the $45 billion effing dollars in our bank.
Yeah, let me have some of that. Right? Let me.
What? Listen, I added the last part other than the $45 billion, but obviously that's what that means, right? They haven't dispersed those resources back into the public from whence they came, have they?
Nothing belongs to anyone except for the things that belong to me.
Well, he's born in Iran. I was confused. Is he English? Is he Iranian? Persian? Indian? Does anybody know?
He's not British.
Gopi Chand. Okay, Hindu. Listen, if he's not, listen.
Well, he looks
listen,
old enough.
family of Hinduja, if you are not Hindu, that's a bad last name to have because it screws all of us over because the first name gives us no clues. We know you're not English, but we know what else you might be. Do better. He died. $45 billion.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Adios, muchachos. Vaya con Dios with your family and $45 billion that belongs to everybody, right? I'm waiting for my debit card.
Where do you think he's going to be buried?
In a mausoleum.
Where?
In the UK or in
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 the
a
UK,
statue
India.
in North Carolina.
What do they
Who
just?
do you think's funding it?
That's actually it's going to be inside of that.
Yeah, probably around the eye level, so you could.
What
look
do they
down
do
on
with
everybody.
people when they die? They just throw their
don't know.
bodies on a train track. What happens?
They usually put them in the river.
Well, no, you won't-
They just what do they?
you wouldn't put them back where they died.
No,
Why
no,
would
no.
you do
That's
that?
it's an automatic mulcher. You put it on the train tracks and then mulches it up when it comes by,
Oh.
like a lawnmower.
It's science.
Science.
From the train track we arose, and to the train track we decompose.
There's like 4 guys that are loving me today.
I wonder how much money he sent
Oh
back
my
to India or Iran.
Well, nothing belongs to
I just-
anyone, so none.
Nothing. I don't have access. Except for this mansion. Lamborghinis everywhere. You want one? I have too many. $45 billion in net worth, and your family motto is everything belongs to everyone. Okay, unless, of course, and maybe this is what we're missing, it's within the family. We're not talking about in general.
That is the family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is for the family, but if you were to translate it for people outside the family, it is everything belongs to me and nothing belongs to you.
Apparently. 45 billion, where does that rank? Do we know where that ranks in the United States? Like on the top people? I mean, Elon's been looking
Well, we'll
down on
have to
that.
look it up.
I just remember
we had-
research
They were-
saying it wasn't even in the top 100, but they'll
Well,
have to
that's
verify.
not true anymore, I don't think. 45 billion's a lot. I mean, let's not,
That's a lot.
frown upon.
It's not that many.
Go pitchand.
They're checking.
It's not that many. That's not the many monies.
We're just going to wait.
That's a lot of nuts!
That's true. We're not just going to wait. All right. I hope you guys understand. We're very passionate about this here. There are a lot of fights that we get into that are worth kind of diving into. And I still think people are screwing up Israel and anti-Israel stuff. I think there's an understandable kind of not middle ground because that sounds like you're just kind of, I don't know, sitting on the fence, and I'm not. And I don't think you should either. But people just don't have the conversation well, is what I'm saying. People don't really get down to the base facts of the conversation and do it without labeling other people. That's what I want to avoid with what we just talked about with cultures coming to the United States. Stay away from racism as far as you can, because that is not what our founding kind of beliefs in this country were. Like, we didn't treat people the way we should have in every case. Totally understand that. But we were also the people that ended slavery. It was a process for people. We don't want racists.
I also think it's immoral to hold a prejudice against someone for a trait that they can't control.
Yeah.
Culture you can't control.
Yes.
You can't
How
control
live.
where you were born. You can't control what language you spoke at birth or when, not at birth, but you can't control your skin color. You can't control a lot of these things.
Correct.
What you can control is your culture, how you act, how you behave, how you assimilate, where you go, why you go, what intentions you have.
Yeah.
You can control all those things. And if you choose to not control those things and you choose to keep living a life that is of a third world nature, then you can get the hell out. That's how I
can
feel.
go back to the third world
and I think
nature.
that's fair.
I think it's incredibly fair that, and we are allowed to hold you accountable to that, and to say the rules of the game are learn the language, learn who we are, become what we are.
I would say, yeah, the language is important, and I think you should try to learn the language, yeah. But I think ultimately, not bringing your culture here.
Yeah.
If you can't speak English, and I don't know what language, what is it, Hindi? What does the Indians speak?
I think they speak a number of different.
Whatever. Let's call it Spanish. Everything's Spanish.
Let's call it Indian.
If
They
I don't
speak
know what it
Indian.
is, that's not true. French. If I don't know, because I know a little bit of Spanish. But if you come here and you speak French and you don't speak English, and you're making an attempt, but you're not bringing any French crap here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not bringing your culture here. You come and you go to church, or you go to community events. Send your kids to school. You have them learn English. You fly a flag, an American flag, outside your house. You go to the block party. You don't bring your bongo drum. You know, you do American things. That's what matters. If you don't speak the language, okay, I hope that, please do. You can catch up on that as long as you're doing American stuff.
Well, I think you have the right.
You're not bringing Sharia law. You're not bringing, third world communist ideologies. You're not bringing your ideas about stricter gun control. You're not bringing what was the other thing?
Immigration.
The chain immigration. If you're not coming here trying to change this place, then okay.
Well, you
got to change yourself, not this place.
Yeah, I have less of a problem. So here's the only caveat that I would add to that. I think it is mandatory to learn English, and here's why. How easy is it going to be for you to assimilate if you cannot even speak the language of the land and communicate with those who are Americans and have the ideals?
No, sure, I understand what you're saying. I'm saying I don't want to preclude somebody from coming here because they don't already speak English.
I think
you can learn it here. Don't put things in Arabic. Don't put signs in Spanish.
Exactly.
Don't put signs in Chinese.
Nothing.
Japanese.
You get
every city
nothing.
in the country has a different culture that they put different languages inside.
Yes.
Don't do that.
Yeah. I don't
As bad as what is it? I think it's Montreal. I wish Stephen answered that. Yeah, I think it's Montreal or somewhere in Quebec where everything has to be in
French. Yep. If you want English, it has to be smaller and
Yeah, do that.
French
here.
has to be big, whatever, 3 times bigger, something.
Do
like
that here.
So yeah,
but it's English.
I just want English all over everything. Listen, English, fine, English.
If you don't speak English, okay, well, good luck.
Good luck.
But you need to assimilate.
You have time, but you have to learn the language. I'm sorry, it's the only way.
Oh, you're still here watching this on YouTube? There's no more. It's over. Just like YouTube. YouTube is over. It's not a thing anymore. How many Seth Meyers clips do you need? Head on over to Rumble. Follow me there. Live on weekdays at 11 a.m. Eastern, where we can actually speak freely and don't have to self-censor. YouTube it's really not a thing. Like, you ever seen one of those towns that maybe was like a mining town, or maybe they made some kind of alloy? You say, hey, I wonder what they did in this town. It takes a while to find a person who can tell you what they did in that town, and even then you don't fully understand it. That's YouTube. YouTube is that town. So go to Rumble.